Even though I have a microphone and you guys can hear me very clear, I'm still in acting class. And this is one of the stuff that we were first taught. Speak clearly. Say the word exactly as it sounds. He taught us. My teacher, that is. He taught us, and when I say us, I mean the students that were going to class with me. Anyways, he taught us that when we're on stage, we have to say every word very clearly. For instance, when we just talk and have a conversation, we're like, oh, and, like, oh, and that happened too, or oh, and that happened as well. He wants us to say, oh, and that happened as well. You know, you really have to say or za rah rah rah. Fun exercises, but they were very important. The crazy part about that was coming home and talking very clearly, saying all my T's and, you know, all this stuff like that. And my mother was like, honey, you don't have to speak as clear. We can hear you just fine. I was like, no, Mom, I have to do this because in acting class, we have to try and practice ourselves. He taught us a really cool technique, and that is to kind of like cover our earpieces or even do something like this, kind of cover your ears, and then keep reading these like tongue twisters and say them as clearly as you could without missing a beat. My last day of acting class is this Wednesday. So that is Wednesday the 15th of March. It'll be sad, but hopefully I can get accepted in the next chapter or the next program in this acting course. Scene studies, from what I've been told. My teacher has like these separate programs, one for the winter, one for the fall, one for the spring. So I'm doing the winter one right now. My last day is, I would say this is probably the last day of the winter one. I kind of gave the spring class some thought for a bit because I'm looking for employment still. But, you know, I spoke with my parents, my mother and father, and they were like, you might as well finish the last of the courses, you know? So that's what I'm planning to do. So what did I learn in acting class? Well, I learned that when it comes to acting, it takes time, lots of warming up, and lots of commitments to do your part. Another thing that I learned, the human body. Not internally, but externally. What I learned is, you know, he was saying like, most people will do this with their body, most people will do this with their body. They were appropriate, but we were told, kind of keep our heads a little up, right? Sometimes pulling a little bit of a hair to keep our heads straight. To be honest, I don't really know what he calls it exactly.
My name is Mr. Blue, and I am here for you.